Sometimes AFL players can be a little bit dishonest. Exhibit A.
Opening, he went once, he'll have to go again, and he got there. That is a great effort, a great
Oh, he celebrated. They're not sure.
I think Johnson's pretty keen on this one, boys.
Oh, yes.
Well, good job there is a goal umpire, to be fair. The Port player pretended like he had the last touch and kicked it over the line. However, he was that far, hang on, let's go that far, at least away from kicking the ball. But he still celebrated just to try and con the umpires, didn't he? Nowhere near.
Good call, Moons. Yeah, in the old days, Humphries would have had a goal.
Just how good was Humphries then? Very good claim, wasn't it?
Mick Malthouse called that a treat.
That is why the goal umpires are there. And it frustrates me watching sometimes when the goal umpires, they have very few jobs to do, the goal umpires, with all due respect. And it's when they don't make those clear decisions, that's when it disappoints me a little bit, because they have very little to do. They should be able to spot things like that. So fair play to them this time.
Early, there's a whistle here. He's missed the shot, but I think it's going to be
Did something
50.
put him off?
Let's see if we can work out the 50. Brad Hill throws grass. Right. So you're not allowed to throw grass.
Okay. Fair enough. That's absolutely fine. Throwing grass to put him off. It may seem completely childish, and you may think it's not making any difference. And granted, it probably made no difference to this guy's kick, and his kick was truly dreadful. However, it's that sort of unsporting play, isn't it? It's very similar to making a noise as someone's about to shoot. Ugh! Something like that. Don't question the noise. But it's like when players make noises like that to try and put the other team off. It's gamesmanship, isn't it? And it's very, very unsporting. So fair play. The umpire pulled him up, and he gets to have another go.
Put him off, really.
A little bit closer to the goal, I assume.
Were aware of what was going on, told Dane to get down, and were comfortable it didn't affect the result of the game.
You're not allowed to shake the goalpost, and you're not allowed to put someone on your back either.
It's a complete brain fade from Dane Rampy.
Why would he do
The
that?
umpire was not surprised. He knew it was incorrect, yet he told Rampy to get down rather than award a free kick.
I'll go ahead.
So the commentators there are speaking about how instead of penalising the player, the umpire told him to get down. And actually, I think that's the right call. Stupidity from the player trying to jump on the post. No idea why he would do that, especially because it didn't interfere. It caused any interference in the game. So I think that's very sensible by the umpire. Didn't cause any interference. Get on with it. Tell him off. Get down, you idiot. I think that's the right call from an umpire. And I think as a football referee, I think that's the sort of call I would make. You tell him off for being an idiot, but it didn't affect anything, so get on with it.
Award a free kick.
I'll go ahead.
Wrong boat.
Here it is here. Here it is here.
Wrong boat.
Everything's stuck. Look at that. Just sticks in the hands. Now, he's a wonderful player, Travis. I'm not even blaming him for this because he wore what he thought was fair. But that is cheating.
And he hasn't got it on when he drops the ball with his left hand because it'd stick to the...
You can't wear an NFL glove in an AFL game of football.
I'm sure I've seen other players wear gloves. Now, I think it's completely ridiculous that you shouldn't be wearing gloves. You either all wear gloves or none of you wear gloves. And that's part of the fun, isn't it? We know how slippery... Hang on, I'm coming back. We know how slippery these balls are, and that's what makes the game interesting, I suppose. So by wearing a glove, it gives you that unfair advantage. It's so slippery. It gives you an unfair advantage, doesn't it? So, yeah, you shouldn't really be wearing a glove. Or everyone wears one, or no one wears one. I think that is the principle of this. Because it makes it easier to mark the ball, right? And it's that unfair advantage. Anyway, while you're still there, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. Let's carry on.
Thanks.
Barely sided in the first 2.5 quarters. Gee, they've let him come around a long way. Very shallow pocket here at UTAS Stadium, and Bruce is going to take every advantage from the shoulder. And Hawthorn are closing.
I'm confused what the problem is.
And
then the kick. So he marks on the line, and while Eleni is talking and worrying about the mark here, he takes a couple more steps in, and she's not watching. With the slip.
Okay, so it's playing. It's gamesmanship once again. A lot of these things, it's not necessarily cheating. I think cheating is probably the wrong word for the title. It's gamesmanship. And actually, to be the best players, you've got to have a little bit of gamesmanship just to get that edge over other players. But how often do you see someone taking a mark not actually where the mark is? So, yeah, I think it's just getting away with what you can get away with, if I'm honest. Fair play to the guy.
She's not watching.
With the slippery ball, Lewis goes in with aggression, suck it off the ground. Finally, they get one.
The Melbourne players claiming it was touched off the boot, but the umpire was the goal umpire very quick to pay a goal. I'll review it on the way back, but you wouldn't think it's going to be turned around.
That's a goal, that one, mate.
Did it get a touch off the Demons player? Doesn't look like it touched him.
Trying to stitch him. The old defender's trick.
I assume the Melbourne player was trying to con the referee and pretending that it hit him, but it didn't look like it hit him. It looks like it was a clean kick through and goal.
That save. 13 seconds to play. And the ball up. One more stoppage.
Who is?
So it's all on this one.
Was that the old medic guy? Was that a water boy coming on and shoving the players?
And I reckon.
I think it's over.
Yep, I reckon.
What's he doing?
The siren is about to sound, and Geelong have escaped. What a night! The Cats win.
I'm confused. Someone's going to have to help me out with that last one, because I don't understand what the water boy or physio was doing. You're going to have to help me out with that last one, because I don't understand, because it didn't seem to interfere with anything at all. So please let me know on that one. Well, there we go. I think a lot of these are not cheating. Except the ones where they pretend to have touched the ball when they really haven't. And you know when you've touched the ball and you know when you haven't. Let's be honest. From years of playing football, I could tell you when I've touched the ball or the ball's touched me. You just know because you feel it. So those ones, definitely cheating. However, certain ones like just taking an extra yard or two for the mark and just getting a better angle, I think there's more gamesmanship, to be honest. Which I think a lot of them were. Please explain this last one. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. And I will catch you next time.